Costco. Smart.
Come on.
I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a fashionista. You know, you can tell by the fact that everything I'm wearing comes from Costco. That's the best joke I've gotten tonight. So I want to tell you some stories about my childhood with some very special times with my father. You know, I remember very clearly when I was 6 years old, I'm riding on the handlebars of my dad's bike. And I look down at the tire and I'm thinking, what would happen if I shoved my foot in this tire right here, right now? I'll tell you what, that bike flipped the fuck over. Both my father and I were hurt, and what hurt worse was my dad's foot in my ass. So here I am, I'm 11 years old, and I love to work on bikes. Apparently everything has to do with bikes right now. So I love to work on bikes, but I never got a new bike as a kid. Everything I got as a kid came from bulk trash. My dad worked for the city, so he'd go around and hide all the good trash, so that later on we could go get all the good trash and use that for ourselves. So I would take 3 bad bikes and make 1 good bike. That's how I got my bikes. A friend of mine, you know, his dad told him, you know, son, bikes don't grow on trees, you gotta respect these things. And I said, no, they don't. They grew in the trash. That's where I get mine from. So my dad's bike needed some fixing. I fixed his handlebars. He would ride his bike every day to work. So he's riding down 59th Avenue, and when he gets to Grand Avenue, you know, the busiest intersection in Glendale, his handlebars fell the fuck off. They're sitting in his fucking hand as he's about to cross the intersection. Now some of you might be thinking, whoa, that's fucked up. But my dad always used to brag about how good he was at riding unicycles when he was a kid. I just gave him that opportunity. Turns out, he was pretty good. He didn't die that day. All right, we're not doing horribly. We're not doing great, but I'll take it.
Get the momentum.
All right, here you go.
That's good.
All right. We're crushing it, baby. Come on. Costco. All right, that's what I got. All right. So fast forward now, I'm 16 years old. Car's broken down at the house, and my dad wants me to help him tow a car to the mechanic. Now, some of you might know that towing a car using a tow bar is the smart, safe way to tow a car, but not in my fucking family. My dad took some ratchet straps and connected them together to make it into a tow rope. Now, if you don't know, that's the most ratchet way to tow a car. All right. So he finds the cheapest mechanic he can find. It's 13 miles away. We get all the way to the entry just before the mechanic. We're about to make a left. It's across 3 lanes of traffic. Now, my dad was smart. He wanted to double the length of the rope so it was safe. Now, I was a math genius. I knew the physics of doubling the length of a tow rope. I didn't touch a woman until I was 20. That's how good I was at math. You better laugh at that shit. That took a lot to say. So here I am. I'm 16 years old. You know, I'm on the honor roll. I'm not forklift certified. This is a really busy intersection. So I wait for my moment. I gun it. And my car is touching the entryway to the mechanic. When all of a sudden you hear, dear God, no, please, fuck, shit. My dad's screaming for his life as cars go bursting through this tow rope like a fucking marathon runner through the finish line. Thankfully, nothing bad happened. So I go back over to my dad and I'm like, shit, I'm glad you're okay. And he's like, yeah, me too. He said, you ready to do it again? I said, fuck. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a high anxiety person. This shit takes a lot from me. This is 10 o'clock at night. Is that 1 minute? Not the first time. All right, so it's 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, but this, we're rocking it, baby. Everybody, all right. So, it's 10 o'clock at night. That's why there's not a mechanic helping us out. So here we go. Second run at this shit. And I'm like, all right. I wait for my moment. You know, I think I learned my lesson. And I go and get right there to the entryway of the mechanic. And again, boom. Just like a marathon runner, cars break through that shit. My dad is screaming for dear God. Oh God, Jesus, no! So you know, the third time we're much smarter. It's 10 o'clock at night, 3 lanes of traffic. We push the car. You know, like smart people would. The safest way, of course, right? So I'll tell you what, during COVID I learned a lot. I learned a lot about alcoholism. I learned a lot about myself. I did some thinking And I was wondering, why was I always trying to kill my dad? And I don't have an answer to it. Today my dad's 81, he's going to be 82 in July. And I'll tell you what, he's been a great father, and I loved every minute with him. But next time, I'll probably get him. That's my 5 minutes, man. Have a great night.